Hey folks, welcome back to the Via Pinstriping page. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching. Just a quick tip here for you guys. I always get a lot of questions, folks asking me, what can I do to make my paint not dry up so fast? So first and foremost, the number one thing that's going to help you completely in everything with pinstriping is that you're practicing regularly. If you're practicing very seldomly and you're practicing for like a week and then you don't practice for 3 months or something like that. If you're not practicing at least, let's say at least twice a week or at least bare minimum once a week, it doesn't matter. Nothing you do is going to really, you're not going to progress, right? You have to practice. That's first and foremost. A lot of this stuff you'll figure out as you practice, right? But these little tips help. So, secondly, if you're dealing with paint that's too thick, right? Just like this orange. I know that this orange is very thick. I've always known it. So what I have to do is, I'll put some in a cup, right? I'll put some in a cup. Very thick, very sticky, right? You see that? Just too thick. What I do is I get some reducer and I put it in the cup, right? Not a ton, which that probably was too much, to be completely honest, but maybe not, right? And I'll stir it. And what that does is that breaks up the paint a little bit more. It kind of reduces it for you in advance. I sort of do this depending on the color, because it doesn't matter the brand. Usually each brand has a color that's kind of thicker than the rest. Some brands are known to have some thick colors or whatever, but it really doesn't really matter the brand so much. It's usually they have thicker or not so opaque colors, right? So what you got to do is you have to reduce into the cup, put some reducer in the cup, and give yourself a little bit of a chance, a better situation, right? Give yourself a more reduced paint to start off with. Now you can reduce as you palette, right? Like I do, I'll get some paint on the brush and I'll reduce with some reducer on the side. But this already is a better start. So that's a good little tip for y'all. If you're having the stuff dry up on you, put some reducer in here and it'll kind of go a little further. The reducer is still going to evaporate as you paint. So you might have to do it a couple of times. Heck, you might even have to just, if it gets too gunky, toss this and get another cup and start over and do the same thing. So hopefully that helps. So if you're having real thick paint issues, just reduce it in the cup a little bit and you'll have a nicer consistency to begin with, right? You have to work these paints. It's all about working the colors, working the paints, working the brush. It's always about constantly working, constantly mixing, constantly getting it right so you can get that nice, pretty line. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the video. Have a good day.